increase the noise. But I'm going to reset that. Inner shadow. Sorry if this tutorial is long, but I hope this is helping you going over the layer style. Blend mode, again, same thing. Opacity, you can increase or decrease the opacity. If you don't want a gradient, you can simply click on this. Usually it does give you a, actually if you want a gradient, you can actually select this one right here. And then you can like choose green and then click OK. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to select a solid color. I'm going to go with green, because who doesn't like green? Elements technique, you get you can select either softer or precise. It pretty much softens the blend mode, or I think, or the color. I'm not familiar with this. Source, you can center or edge. Again, choke. This is just an inner glow, so I don't think you guys can see it as much, so that's the bad thing. Okay, the next one we have is satin. Satin is kind of like the bevel and emboss, but the opposite. It makes it look like a balloon, I guess. I don't know how to explain it, but if I were to select red or something, which kind of makes sense with the background, you can increase or decrease the opacity. It just makes it look more bubbly, I guess. You can change the angle, increase the distance. Whoa, that looks really cool. Yeah, and you can also increase the size or decrease the size. Contour, that's how it looks. That's how the shape is. So if you wanted to change this, you could go ahead and be my guest. Okay. Next thing we have is the color overlay. This is really common when you're going to be selecting solid colors. So if you don't want any of these and have a standard color, you could go over to color overlay. Go to blend mode. You can select whatever color you want. So first, let me go with the yellow, because I know you guys like yellow. You yellow lovers. You can go over to dissolve. You can go to multiply. You can go to lighten. If you do lighten, pretty much takes it off with colors. Okay. So I'm gonna go over to normal, because the blend mode on colors is kind of pointless. So you can increase or decrease the opacity, as you can see there, and that's all you can do here. The next one we have is gradient overlay. Now gradient. Again, blend mode. I'm not going to go over that anymore. Opacity, decrease or increase the opacity. If you want to change the gradient, just click on this right here. If you click on the arrow, it's kind of like a shortcut to select the presets that it came in with Photoshop. So if you don't want to go over to by clicking this and changing it, or going here in the presets, you can do that as so. But if you do want to change or insert your own custom gradient, click on this. You can go over to load and load your custom gradients, and it will pop up right there. If you want a standard, the one that came with Photoshop, just click the black and white. It should be foreground to background. The gradient type, you can do solid or noise. I keep it on solid. Smoothness, you can increase or decrease the smoothness. I keep it at 100 to make it look nice and smooth. Now, when it comes to selecting gradients, you can see this is kind of like an illusion. In reality, it looks like it's getting shorter and bigger. If you ask me, I don't know, but in reality it's the same exact size. But if you want to change it, if you click on the right here on the bottom one right here, the black square, and you click color, you can select that you can either import your own hex code, which is a color code. You can put in your colors right here. So I'm gonna do like a pink for you. If you're a girl watching this, then that's awesome. But if you're not, then that's okay. Yeah, so you can go over to purple or something, and that looks pretty cool. So if you guys see that in the left right here, this starts, and this will be the lightest color. If you go over to the very right, this will be your darkest color, or vice versa. It doesn't really matter. But if you want to switch it, all you're gonna do is click on this, click this arrow right here, and click and drag, okay, and flip them around, and that will be the opposite. So this differs depending from which color you selected. So if you selected a dark one, then obviously you want a lighter color on the other side, or else it'd be kind of pointless of using the gradient editor. So that's pretty much it. You can also create a new gradient. If you want to save this, you don't want to go back, go over here and select all the colors. You can just simply click and click OK, and you're done. You can also save your preset to you can give it a name and save it to the gradients folder within the If you go over to users, your name, library, application support, Adobe Photoshop CS6, presets, gradients, and that's where it's going to save it. So if you guys want some gradients, go over to your gradients folder in the presets folder in Photoshop, which is kind of like a big tongue twister there, but that's how you use it. All right, so now we have the pattern overlay, the blend mode. Again, opacity, you can change whatever pattern you'd like. So you can add patterns, custom patterns. Same thing, go over to load, and that will load your patterns, okay? So that's pretty much it. Outer glow works the same thing as inner glow. You can see the only difference that you get in inner glow is the source, but that's pretty much it, okay? So this is just the outer glow. The other one was the inner glow, so it'd be inside right here. So if I were to select a color, say like red or something, if I were to increase the opacity and change the spread, you can start seeing the color pink over the color you selected, which is pretty cool. The next one we have is the drop shadow, one of the most useful and the most used layer style in the layer style window in Photoshop. So if you select the drop shadow and go over to blend mode, you can select again whatever you'd like. We'll go to normal. I think the default is multiply, so I'm gonna keep it at multiply. You can select a color. My current is black. Go over to red, green. I'm gonna go with a really cool, nice blue, chill color. I love blue, favorite color. Opacity, you can decrease or increase the opacity. You can change the angle. So again, gives you the preview right here. So if you were to angle it upwards to 62 degrees, you can see that it's going to be in the bottom left scale. Pretty cool. Use global light, again, same thing. This is your globals. Distance, spread size, we've gone over this. You can increase the distance. This will increase how far from your object will be. So again, this does not have to be text. It could be anything. It could be a picture. It could be an object. It could be a shape, whatever. Spread, you can spread how far apart you want it to be from that object. And the size is how big you want the drop shadow to be. Contour, again, you can increase the noise, or you can change the way it's shaped. And that is pretty much that's pretty much everything in layer style and how to use it. So if this helped you in any way, please leave a like in the ratings below. That helps me so much to create videos and show me that I do have you guys supporting my videos. Leave a comment if you have any questions regarding this video, any video tutorials, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Peace.